My friend tried to shoot a disabled man and shot me instead. Let me set the scenery. We had just finished breaking in a house, so nobody seen us. We had no witnesses. We walking through the neighborhood trying to be normal. We see a guy. He just simply sitting in his wheelchair, minding his business. He was an amputee, no legs. As we walking by, I'm with my friend Fonte. Now, Fonte had a gun on her, a BB gun. But the BB gun shot real pellets that can hurt you and put your eye. So it was still dangerous. I didn't know she had the gun. So we simply just walking, the guy just sitting there. We passed by. The man have on a nice necklace, Cuban link. I saw the necklace, I spotted it, but I didn't say anything because I wasn't trying to target this man. She see the necklace and she stopped. And she started asking the man about the necklace and this and that. So, the man was kind of dismissive. He didn't want to talk about his jewelry with a total stranger and somebody that looked like they was up to something anyway. So I kept saying, man, come on, man. She was like, man, hold on. She pulls out the gun and tells the man to give her the necklace. I'm like, no, come on, man. Leave the man alone. So I turn around and she tries to push me out the way. So I pushed her out the way. When I pushed her out the way, the man, he knew how to work that wheelchair. He got in that wheelchair and he started doing like that real fast. So he was like making it to his door. She started firing the BB gun. So as she firing it, pop, 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 you hear the pellets just hitting off his wheelchair. She just fired. I got in the way and I was like, man, hold on, don't do that. So I'm standing in the way and I'm like between her and the man so he can get in the house, which he did make it in the house and he locked his door. But she had done lost it. She just fired. And the BBs, they hit me. If you can see right there, the pellets done popped me. Like I got 3 that done went in my hand. Pop, pop, pop. So now my hand bleeding profusely. I'm talking about I'm dripping blood now because the pellets done went in my skin and it tore my skin. I done took off my shirt because I got an undershirt under, so I'm wrapping my hand up, but my hand's stiff and it won't move because the pellets done hit a nerve or something and my hand like stuck. So we walking and I'm like, man, what's going on with you, bro? Why are you doing this, man? She was like, Tree, man, why you got in the way? You shouldn't have got in the way. God, dog, man, you always getting in the way. Why you be doing that? So I'm like, no, man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. So we walking now. So I'm like, dog, man. So in my mind, I'm like, we gonna have to steal a car and get up out of here because I need to go because I'm bleeding and the blood just dropping. And blood is DNA. As we walking and everything, she go steal a car right quick. She was like, come on. I'm going to take you to Bayfront. So we in St. Petersburg. She wanted to take me to the hospital. And I'm like, no, I can't go to the hospital because if this incident get reported, them people gonna already know it's us. So you're not thinking, man. You never think, bro. So I got my hand wrapped up. I say, just take me home. So while I was sitting in the car, I opened up the glove compartment and there was a pen. It was a pen in there. So I took the pen and I started like picking out the the pellets out of my hand. I was pulling the pellets out and they were coming out too. It was hurt. It was stinging, but they was coming out. So I finally got them out. I picked them up and I threw them out the window and I wrapped my hand up real tight. So when I got home and everything, I went in the room. I ain't let my aunt and my cousins or nobody know what happened. I just sat on the bed and I was kind of nursing it. Like for 2 weeks, I was just doing what I needed to do, taking care of it, wrapping it up, and I wouldn't go do anything because my hand was stiff. Like I had hit a nerve and it wasn't moving. I got down on my knees. I never forget. And I started praying to God. And I say, Lord, I know that with these same hands, I've stolen things. I know with these same hands, I've broken in houses. But Lord, I'm asking you to heal my hand. I'm asking you to touch my hand. Have mercy on me. And the next day, all the movement came back in my hand. But watch this. I say all that to say this. As I was thinking about this video, this scripture came to mind. And it's Romans, the 5th chapter, 7-9. It say, for scarcely for a righteous man will one die. Yet, peradventure, for a good man, some would even dare to die. The Bible say, but God commended his love toward us, in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. See, in other words, This act of divine love was unique and unparalleled by anything in human experience. So what I'm trying to say is that what I did for this man was not something in my own strength. What I did to jump in front and risk myself for this guy, even though it was pellets, it could have been real bullets and I would still did the same thing. It wasn't my effort. It wasn't anything in me, because remember, in our flesh, there's no good thing. But the act that I did to try to save this man's life, the Bible say a righteous man wouldn't even do this. In other words, it takes the Spirit of God. It has to be God down on the inside of you for you to jump in somebody's situation to risk your own life. Like God jumped in your situation when you was an addict. Like he jumped in your situation when you was out there doing what you was doing, but he died. He took that for you so that you can be free. And I took that for that man so that he wouldn't be harmed. But the Bible talks about even a scarce saved man wouldn't do that for somebody. So I know that it had to be the power of God down on the inside of me, because you can't find people that just gonna get in the way and take your harm. You can't find people that's gonna get in the way and risk their lives for you. And I just want to say that don't ever doubt the power of God. You know, you may be looking at somebody, or this person may not be saved, or maybe this person in a bad place. But I've learned something about people that's not saved. They have better hearts than some Christians. They will give you the shirt off their back. I want to tell somebody, be careful of entertaining strangers, because by unaware, you may be entertaining angels. I was an angel. I acted as an angel that day for that man. God used me to put my life on the line for this man. So don't you ever judge somebody just because they in their mess. Don't you ever judge somebody because they out there drinking, they out there smoking, they out there dipping and chewing, and you judging them because you don't do it. Don't ever do that, because that can be the very person that God uses to save your life. You be blessed now, you hear?